This article is coming from the Motley Fool. This is two healthcare stocks that could join the $1 trillion club by 2033. That's just 10 years away. Currently, it's primarily tech stocks that are part of that club right now. You have Apple, Microsoft, Google, Amazon. Saudi Aramco, many folks don't know, is in that prestigious club. And most recently, NVIDIA made the club a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months ago, when they announced their quarterly earnings. But there are no healthcare stocks currently, but potentially there will be in the years to come. Let's get into the article. Two companies that could eclipse the $1 trillion mark by 2033 is Eli Lilly and UnitedHealth Group. So Eli Lilly's market capitalization is at roughly 450 billion. To reach that mark, that $1 trillion mark, it would need to rise in value of 135%. That may seem like a lot, but over a 10-year period, all you need to do is grow annually at 9%. And to do that, they have several candidates in their pipeline that could be big. One addresses the weight loss industry, another one addresses Alzheimer's. And in America, we love to eat processed foods, carbs, and seed oil, all the makings to make Eli Lilly's drugs in demand. So one big opportunity for the company is in the weight loss field, where Eli Lilly has not just one but multiple promising products. Diabetes drug Monero has shown encouraging results in clinical trials as a weight loss aid. And last month, another candidate, retatrutide, demonstrated even better results with study participants shedding an average of 24% of their weight after 48 weeks. When it comes to Alzheimer's, they have a drug that they partnered with Biogen. It is called donanemab. With an already strong business that has profit margins in excess of 20%, Eli Lilly is on a path that should enable it to grow and hit the $1 trillion valuation within the next decade. So let's go to the charts on Eli Lilly. Let's go to the monthly chart first. And right off the back, you can see that you have for as long as the eye can see, prices have just hugged this 13 simple moving monthly average. And when you look at current price and when you look at the monthly average, 13 simple moving monthly average, prices are way overextended. However, even though the current candle is red, it's bullish, meaning it was red all the way down to the 435 level in the buyer's bid up price. But it's overextended. Current price to where the moving average is, you're talking almost $90. And also you can tell you have 4 straight green candles, monthly green candles. You had 2 here and a pullback. You had 3 here and a pullback. You had 4 here and a pullback. So another sign that a pullback is warranted. Let's go to the weekly chart. And in order for prices to pull back at least to the 480 level, price has to get through all this garbage here, making price range bound since the beginning of May. Now what you can see is that at the moment price is respecting this 13 simple weekly moving average. It has not violated that moving average since January. Let's go to the daily chart. Don't see any levels of interest. However, what's going to be key is earnings on August 8th. What happened during the last earnings? That was mixed before prices resumed this upward direction. Earnings prior to that was in February. Prices sold off, only to rebound. But that rebound was short-lived as the trend was down at that time. What happened to the last earnings in November? Again, price sold off. So if I was a betting man, I'm betting that prices sell off on August 8th. So we could be range bound until then. But again, to join that $1 trillion club, prices need to get to roughly $1,300. So it has a way to go. But based on that pipeline, buy on weakness. All right, so what's the next stock? We got UnitedHealth Group. This is a health insurance and managed care company, and they're the biggest ones out there. Their valuation is roughly $500 billion. And Molly Fools thinks that it's safe that they will get to that $1 trillion level in the coming decade for a multitude of reasons. Primarily, not only the nation but the world is getting older, and that's driving the increasing need for healthcare and the management of that healthcare. So according to the Census Bureau, they project by 2030, 21% of the U.S. population will be 65 or older. And that's up 17% from 2020, when we only had 17 million more seniors. So the business remains strong as ever. They released their second quarter numbers a week or two ago. Operating earnings totaled $8.1 billion, up $1 billion year over year, and revenue rose by 60%. So they're doing quite well. Not only are they growing organically, they're growing through acquisitions. They acquired LHC Group to manage the hospice and home health aid business. UnitedHealth gives investors the best of both worlds, as the business is fairly low risk in nature, and at the same time it focuses on long-term growth, makes it an appealing investment to buy and hold for years. All right, so let's look at UnitedHealth. And let's start with the monthly chart. And if you want to get long, well, now is not the time to get long. Price is currently in the middle of this range-bound sideways action, and this is a monthly chart. So you could swing trade this. Levels to buy, it's going to be in that 430 level, where you can see a couple of pivot highs. And then you have all this buying pressure just below or just above the area and levels of interest. All right, we have the tops here at roughly 550. So again, prices in the middle, The only thing you can do with this is go down to a very small time frame and buy or sell in the direction of the trend. This is the weekly chart, and we can see that price did come into put its toes in the weekly sellers level at 537 before moving down, only to find buyers defending this 450 level. All right, so they recently reported earnings, and wow, I remember this day. Earnings caused the price to just gap higher and not look back. But we have 3 basin candles this past week, so price is just pausing. We do have price above the 200-day moving average. So we also have this round hole psychological level at 500, which should serve as support. You have 2 confluences saying you are, or you may get a bounce from the $500 level. And we kind of see that on Thursday of last week. Price nearly came to that level before popping higher. It's worth noting that the Dow has surged. I think was up 11 straight days. Its longest streak in 6 years since 2017. However, the chart suggests price can continue to move higher. Take some off the table if you're in at the weekly sellers level at 537. But zooming out back to the monthly, in order for price to get to that $1 trillion level, price has probably got it hit roughly $1,000. Is it doable? Well, we got to get out of this sideways range bound monthly trading, going back to late 2021. Some say that we're not going to see highs again for the next 10 years or this decade on the S&P 500. If that's the case, well, UnitedHealth will not hit that $1,000 level. Time will tell. Trade the charts. Don't think about it. Follow your rules, follow your setups, and take the trade. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Please like the video.